I'm looking forward to it.
Senator Whitehouse.
Hello, Mr. Goffman. Good to see you. I'd like to walk you through a chart regarding EPA activity on sources of greenhouse gas emissions. These are essentially all the major emissions. I'll be walking through it, so if you can't read it from there, don't worry. The top one is cars and light trucks. Am I correct that EPA issued a final rule through model year 2026?
Yes.
And that the greenhouse gas emission standards under that rule are similar to the prior rule promulgated by the Obama administration, at least through model year 2025, when the Obama administration rule ended.
That's right. They're similar.
And did the auto industry support the Obama rule? And does it broadly support your rule?
I can answer more accurately, I think, or with more confidence, the second question. The auto industry intervened or moved to intervene on the EPA's behalf to defend the current rule from challenges.
So that would be an indication of support, correct?
Yes, it would be.
And does the auto industry, in that statement, generally support increasingly strict greenhouse gas emission standards in the car and light truck area?
Generally, Senator, that's my understanding.
So let's go on to the next category, which is coal-fired power plants. Does EPA currently have a proposal or a final rule to regulate carbon pollution from coal-fired power plants?
We do not currently have a proposal to do that because, as you know, Senator Whitehouse, the Supreme Court is about to have a lot to say about our authority.
I don't subscribe to the formulation that you should not do anything because of that, so let me just put an asterisk there because I don't think that's the right way to proceed. But let me go further to say that in that case, did the electric utility industry's leading trade association file an amicus brief supporting EPA's ability to regulate carbon pollution from power plants under the Clean Air Act?
I believe they did, yes, sir.
So let's go on to gas-fired power plants right here. Does EPA currently have any proposal or final rule to regulate carbon pollution from gas-fired power plants?
At the moment, we do not.
And as I discussed just recently about the others, does the industry support your authority to regulate those emissions?
I believe they do.
On to heavy-duty vehicles. Now, on this one, you have a proposal, and it is, in my estimation, primarily focused on reducing nitrogen oxide emissions. Is that a fair characterization?
Yes, that's correct.
And compared to the California rule, it is less strong in terms of driving adoption of zero-emission vehicles. Is that also correct?
It's different from the California rule, yes.
And less strong, less likely to drive the adoption of zero-emission vehicles?
The NOx rule that we have proposed is, Senator, may I offer a little context for
my time is pretty limited,
okay.
So I don't want to be filibustered with context.
No, I'll try not to, but Senator, as you know, President Biden has given us the remit not only to set the NOx standards this year, but then to do a comprehensive heavy-duty vehicle rule that does address
further on down the road. But the one we're talking about right now, your proposal, I have described accurately, correct?
Yes.
And just to put into the record, the CEO of Cummins, which is a huge manufacturer of engines for heavy-duty vehicles, has said, and I quote him here, "There's no question that Cummins has benefited because of environmental regulations. Regulations should be tough because climate change is a tough problem to solve and requires us to find new technologies and new ways of operating." Do you think that that reflects general industry support for heavy-duty vehicle regulations as well?
My experience, Senator, is that the industry, company by company, has at least somewhat different positions on regulation.
And let's go on to oil and gas facilities where you also have a proposal. Is that correct?
Correct.
And the proposal does not cover low-producing wells?
The proposal that is out now does not, but we are planning to issue a supplemental proposal later this summer.
and it doesn't seem to do much to address venting and flaring of methane in the oil and gas facilities proposal, correct?
The current proposal does, but as we previewed in the current proposal, we would be doing a sort of second layer of proposal.
That would
doing it shortly.
That would look more closely at methane.
Correct.
The American Petroleum Institute has said it supports regulation of methane emissions, correct?
Correct.
My time has expired. We'll pick it up in the second round. Thank you.